G'day everyone, I'm Lucas Aurelius and welcome to Outback Adventures. See that? That's me. That's a picture of me on the screen there. Right, thanks for joining me in today's search for the king of the Outback. Right, did you get it that time? No, I'm not doing another take. That was 150 times just for that. I'm having a break. Cup of tea, thank you. Today I'll be leaving the comfort of my hometown in Western Sydney and taking a lovely 45-minute drive across to Kalgoorlie. It is here where there have been sightings of the so-called King of the Outback, and I intend to find one.
G'day everyone, here we are in the Australian Outback out in sunny Darwin. The first thing you want to do when you're in the Outback in Australia is don your hat, because of the blistering Australian sun will definitely leave some sunburn. Now what we're doing here is to try and find the king of the Australian Outback, and that's the ASUS G20. Now let's go and have a look now. Alright, so we're still looking for the G20, the king of the Outback, but we've got one thing to have a look at before we go. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to go too close just yet. There's a field mouse over there on the ground. I want to see if I can catch it, so come with me. Oh, I got him! I got him! Come and have a look at this. Come in close, have a look. Alright, this is the Dell field mouse, and it's commonly known out in the Outback here, and this one looked like it was about to go for a feed, but with the king of the Outback out here, the G20, it was probably going to end up food for that computer. So we're going to keep looking and see if we can find the king of the Outback. Alright, we still haven't found the king of the Outback yet, but another interesting species that I've just found, and it's the RCA snake. Let's go and have a look at it. This one we won't have to be too excited about it, but come in close. Come on. Come in here. Have a look here. Get in there nice and close. We'll get a look at that. See, as we can see here, I can get my hand in there without scaring it away. We've got the RCA snake coiled up here, taking care of its baby there that still hasn't hatched out of its cocoon. So there we go, that's an exciting species. I'll see if I can have a look at this one. This one seems to be a full-grown adult female, approximately about 3 to 4 meters in length, this one. Now, as we can see, that's how I can tell the gender there. It's got the female prongs on the top there. So that is an exciting find out in the Australian Outback. Now this here is the common household telephone connection. Now this, being in this area here, I've just found it on the ground here, makes me think that we're getting really close to finding the king of the Outback, because the king of the Outback doesn't use ADSL2 internet. That thing demands cable or NBN speeds. This thing would have no doubtedly been a sport kill for the G20 from ASUS. This is not acceptable when it comes to the king of the Outback. So let's keep looking. I know we're close. Alright, I know we are getting really close now to the king of the Outback, but what I've just found as well is a poor soul. It's a water buffalo that didn't quite make it to the water's edge, probably died of dehydration and the fact that it's about 1 million years old. Let's have a look. Alright, this is what we have here. Now this deceased carcass here of what is known as the water buffalo. Getting close, we want to make sure we see this. See that there? Now this is an external hard drive that has definitely seen its day. It's only about 500 gigabytes, which is probably why it's clapped out a bit there, but quite short of the water, which I'm pretty sure that's where this water buffalo was headed. Unfortunately, it didn't make it. So let's keep moving. Alright, we're nice and close now. I've got a little bit of a tip off from one of the natives around here that the king of the Outback, the ASUS G20 gaming desktop PC, is just down here. So I'm going to go have a look. I'm going to have to be nice and quiet, but you guys stay there. I don't want any extra noise. So let's go. Got him. He's tied up down there. He's a powerful bastard. I don't get paid enough for this shit. Let's go. Let's pack up. Let's get out of here. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out this video, and it's going to be a review of the ASUS Republic of Gamers G20CB, and that's this computer that I've got sitting in front of me right here. Now the first thing that I want to go through is the size of this thing. Now it's a 9.5 litre computer case, which means that it's really small, but there is a lot of power packed into this thing. Now, even though this thing is going to fit very comfortably, whether it is on your desk or on the floor underneath your desk or wherever you need to put it, it's not going to take up a lot of space, which is really good. The footprint is nice and small. Now, there's a few reasons why this thing is managed to be so small, and we'll cover on that a little bit later. Now, inside this small case, they've managed to fit an Intel i7 processor as well as a GeForce GTX 1080 graphics card, which means this thing is an absolute powerhouse to be reckoned with. Now, one of the reasons that this computer has been able to be made so small is that the power source for it is actually external. There's no power source inside, which means that you've got this power brick that runs the computer. Kind of a negative where this power brick actually requires 2 power points or 2 power outlets, whatever you prefer. It is going to draw a lot of power. But with massive power output from the computer itself, it only goes to say that you're going to have to put a lot of power into it. Now, one of the things that I thought was really impressive when I first booted this thing up is that it is whisper quiet. Now, I'm running a fairly old i7 that I do all my video editing and gaming on, and that thing sounds like a jet engine. This, however, I very rarely even hear anything going on there. I was actually a little bit worried thinking that the fan wasn't working, but it does turn on from time to time when you're playing labouring games, and you do get slight fan noise coming from it, but it is so whisper quiet that it's so... Now, look, what I'll do is I'll shut up for a moment and I'll show you what it actually sounds like when it's running. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is the G20 is actually advertised as Oculus Rift ready. So if you've got your hands on an Oculus Rift, then you can plug and play. Basically, it has all the ports required to use this, and it has all of the power and more to successfully run an Oculus Rift virtual reality system through it. So it's quite impressive. I have had a go, and I'll get you to have a look at some of the gameplay of the Oculus Rift now. can see, there's no trouble at all playing virtual reality games with the Oculus Rift playing from the G20. It runs absolutely smoothly and without any hiccups. So it really is a good companion for virtual reality headsets if that's what you want to do with your gaming. Now, not only is the ROG G20CB a very, very high-powered computer, the performance that it gives is amazing. I could probably say that this is one of the most powerful computers that I've ever used. It runs games on Ultra. Now, with my PC, it's fairly capable. I can play games on high settings. This thing, however, straight to Ultra settings, and I haven't found a game that has suffered yet.
Down.
1080p and 60 frames a second is not an issue for this computer. Now, let's have a look at the ports that this computer has, and then we'll finish up the review there. So on the front of the computer, you can see there's the power button on the left there, that triangular shaped button. And down the center, we've got a 9mm Blu-ray disc writer, which is quite good that it comes with something like that included. And if we go down further, we've got two USB units on there that we can plug whatever you need to in there. And we've got our microphone and headphone adapters there. So let's move around to the other side. And on the reverse side of the computer here, we've got the back end, which has 6 USB ports there. USB 3 ports included. Further details are in the description below. And we've got our Ethernet port there, and we've got all of our sound inputs, outputs, HDMI cable there that can go in. Down further, we've got DVI, HDMI, and a couple other ports there. As I said, further information down in the description below. And the 2 power inputs there from the 2 power points that are required to run this absolute beast. Thank you very much to everybody that has had a look at this video, and if you like it, please give us a thumbs up and feel free to hit that subscribe button. That means you'll get notified every time we make a video like this. If you like these reviews, go and check out our past reviews that we've created on this channel, and also go and check out our weekly podcast, which is available on iTunes, Stitcher and TuneIn Radio. And if you've got the Podbean app on your smartphone, you can listen to it from there, and don't forget to subscribe to that one too. Thank you very much to ASUS for allowing us to review this computer. This has all been my personal opinion, and I'm not being paid to give any of these opinions, of course. But go ahead and check out this computer if it's something that you've been looking at. More details will be in the description below. And once again, thank you. And until next time, I am Lucas Aurelius from Aussie Gamers Express, and I will see ya! Alright, now this here is the common household phone connection. Now this here is the common household... I'm fucking frustrated.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, what was that? Nah, don't worry about it.
I'm gonna do it so it looks like it's gonna hit him, but then I'm trying to.
Yeah, but you weren't doing it properly anyway. You were coming off to the side. It's supposed to be up my face.